Hello. We are back with another episode, and Halumi has graced us today.
Oh, just with her asshole.
Just her asshole again. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. I'm Ali, and that's Khalil. He's experiencing sunshine right now and palm trees.
Yeah, I'm in
Whereas
Colombia.
I'm still in yeah, he's in Colombia.
And then when you fuckers see this, it'll be like 4 weeks later.
That is so true. FYI, we film these episodes in advance, and you don't get to see them until way later.
Me and Ali struggle so much behind the scenes to spend money on this.
Yeah.
Actually, just me.
Hey, Khalil, how are you? How are you,
Guys,
Khalil?
I just got to Colombia. I'm staying in a hostel. This one's been particularly probably one of the best hostels I stayed in
Oh, nice.
in my travels. It's the most amount of people I've gotten along with without having to go on Grindr and just meet some queers. I feel like heterosexual people can get a little chuggy. Does chuggy mean anything to you?
So I don't know that word, but when you tell me chuggy, I think of cakey.
Yeah, cheesy in a way.
Yeah.
But actually none of that. I actually clicked and enjoyed the little group that's been forming here. The thing is, it's Colombia has recently experienced a lot of gentrification. So I'm in Medellín right now. And there's it's a massive, massive city, but as someone who doesn't speak Spanish, I'm not trying to go out and struggle and Google Translate left and right. But
Right.
if you don't do the tourist traps, that's what happens. But then the tourist traps are kind of crazy because it's just it's somewhat there's a lot of random losers from North America here for just cocaine and sex workers, because sex tourism is a huge thing here too. But I mean, if anyone's been to Thailand, Vietnam, it's similar vibes there. You'll see too, with bunch of party streets with neon lights, 7 clubs. It's not the same situation here, but it's similar. Clubs all right across the street to each other, competing for people. There's sellers out on the street, a lot of people vying for your attention and for your money. Cause
Is it like people trying to sell you drugs and stuff?
they're selling you drugs. They're selling sex. They're asking for money. They're selling, little snacks, gum, lollipops, whatever. It was
That's
kind
so
of
interesting.
it's kind of yeah, you can imagine back home. It's just anywhere in any country outside of, I feel Canada and America and maybe the UK, or maybe Western Europe to a degree. You don't really get non-licensed public street vendors unless it's some kind of nature beach offshoot. But I mean, here on the street, people will be selling gum, people will be selling their fruit, their their little stand or whatever. But obviously poverty here is a lot more higher, so people need work here, so they're hustling.
Right. I feel like I experienced that too. I think I mentioned going to PV. There would be people coming up to you and the first thing they say is "You want Molly? Do you want Molly?" And I mean, it was so prevalent. And also in Italy, I remember we were on the beach, and it was a beach that was notorious for people that would come up to you no matter what you're doing. If I was literally taking a nap on the beach, they would come up and shake you, and they'll be like, "You want a massage?" And literally be like, "Girl," I'm like,
There's I'm going to the beach city, it's the popular one, Cartagena, and people were saying oh, they'll put oil on your back and then charge you for it.
yeah.
And then or threaten to get you beat up by the cartel running the show there if you don't pay them. So I'm
Do you
just
know what? It's a hustle. Good.
it is a hustle, and that's the thing. Tourists are here to spend money, but for me, it's okay, if I actually want to go spend money and shop at a market or something, you can't even look at a stand before the person envelops you to
Mm.
make sure you
They'll
get something.
probably they'll grab something they made and then break it and then say, "You just broke that,
I don't think they're more like they'll put something in your hand or they'll, like, tie a bracelet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a common
Yeah.
actually in Niagara Falls, because Niagara Falls, Canada is, the Canadian side is I've only been to, but it's kind of a tourist trap in a way, but there'll be these monks, and they'll come and they'll tie a bracelet around your wrist, and then they'll demand money. So it's like that
Because it's
kind
like
go.
sorry, go ahead. No, no, I was just gonna say, so it's like it ties and then it can't come off. Is that the reason?
Yeah, and then it's, like, annoying and blah, 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 and then you, like, have it, and then they want, like, a donation.
Hmm.
But yeah, I showed up here, and I was kinda, like, a little, like I mean, I'm always, like, a little, like, "Oh, white people everywhere."
Yeah.
But then I, like,
Yeah.
discovered the hostel a little bit more, and then I just, like, found this, where is he from? Like, this guy from Denmark had, like, a huge bag of weed, so that was my sign.
Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
I just started smoking weed with this guy, and then, I met this some other chick that she looked exactly like one of my best friends back home, and
Mm.
I was, she was in a hammock beside us, but, like, she was folded in it like a little burrito, but she's so tiny, I didn't even realize anyone was in the hammock the whole time. So all of a sudden, just this girl emerges out of this hammock, and I just see, like, have you ever looked at someone's face and you just see someone else's face so strongly? So
Yes.
this was just like a best friend of mine. I was like, "Holy shit, like, you look like this, Sophia." And it's just Finnish, not in Montreal, but and then I was like, "Can I take a picture of you and send it to my friend? Like, you just look so much like her." And then we just started hitting off like that. Like, I've been meeting a lot of really progressive, intelligent people, like, not people that I just vibe with, but people that are, like, teaching me things about the political discussions I often have. Also,
Mm.
a lot of people from
The place that we shall not name.
the place that we shall not name, and I had a discussion with, some younger. I don't even know if he's younger. He was a young guy, though. The thing is, it's like he wasn't super whatever. They're all anyway. It was just having a discussion. He was like, "Aren't we both victims?" And I was like, "No, not the same at all." And then I was like, "When you figure out why NATO and the rest of the world is obsessed with, they who shall not be named, you let me know. You do the logic in your math. You do the logic in your
Oh my god.
logic in your math." But I feel like there's this him and this German guy, and then and I was like, like Germany, the inventors of Nazism, and the German guy
Mhm.
was like, "There's no Nazis in Germany anymore," and I was like, "Oh, he was really young. That guy was for sure like 20 or something. He was definitely like kind of a you know, in my mind, he looked like a fuckboy just coming here to just party and whatever." So I'm like it's just funny when people who clearly don't know shit love to like get involved. And then when I was, like, talking to the other guy, the German guy's like, "So I quickly Googled that it's controversial to be gay in the West Bank." And I said, "Really? I didn't know that."
What a fucktard. I'm sorry. Like,
No, it's literally
gee.
sometimes it's such a meme, and I'm like, "Oh, now okay, now what does that mean for you?"
Well, maybe it's also controversial to be
But they're
bombing or killing
everywhere.
children.
Okay, I have one more story. I did a tour yesterday, and then at the end of the tour guide's like it was me and this other couple. There's only 3 of us. And he's like, "Can I take a picture with you guys?" "Sure." "Can I post it?" "Sure." And he's like, "Oh, 2 weeks ago when I asked if I could post it, there's a guy who's saying, 'Oh, please don't post that picture because the woman in the picture is not my wife.'" Okay, wait, it gets better. And then so, we're all laughing about it, and then the couple and I, they're like, "Do you wanna have lunch with us?" And I had a feeling they were like they everyone was pleasant, but I was like, they have something to do with what we won't name. But I was, like, keeping it chill, and they're older. These people were in their, like,
Yeah,
50s,
yeah.
60s, so, like, I feel like they're, more if they're politically different, they'll be smarter on how to navigate it.
Mm, mm.
But anyway, so we go for lunch. The next best part of this story is so I'm like, "Okay, what's your 2 deal? Like, you guys are married with kids? How many kids? Like, what's up?" And then he looks at me, he's like, "Do you remember when that guy was saying, like, oh, that other guy, that wasn't his wife?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is not my wife." And I was like, "Are you guys fucking pranking me? Like, I'm being punked." And she's like, "No." She's like, "Yeah, I'm divorced," and, like, And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm married, but like me and my wife have this like don't ask, don't tell policy thing." And I was like,
Wow,
"Oh."
wow. Low key though, good for them.
And like, I mean, as far as I knew, they were both religious.
Mm.
Not religious, but they identified with a certain religion that I guessed. And we didn't talk about it. We're like, "Oh, he's like, I wish there was a solution." And I was like, "Yeah, me too."
I wish there was a solution, babe.
There's a
Same.
the thing yeah, I mean, I don't especially on vacation, I'm not here to, like, start debating people or whatever, because it's like they live in Chicago, I'm in Canada, like, he's having a thing like, none of us are really in a position to be having this, whole,
Yeah.
settler colonial discussion while we're, on first world passports in a whole other situation.
Mhm, mhm.
But they were pleasant,
Protect
like,
your peace.
protect my peace. They're protecting their peace. I mean, they like bought me lunch. Like it was kind of interesting to have like pleasant conversation. I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, I can't even do this with my own parents though.
Hmm. I get it. I get it.
Like it was
But
so chill.
speaking of
But
sorry,
also,
sorry, sorry.
can I say, like, parents are obsessed with me. Like, cause they meet me and then they're like, "Oh, who's this guy? He's so, like, good head over shoulders." Cause I'm, like, talking to people, I have, like, things to say, and they're like, "Oh, you're only 25. Wow." Like, and then then the wife was or not the wife, but, like, the woman, she was like, "Oh, like, I feel like your mom now," or whatever, and they're just like, when older people, they have money and they wanna, like, kinda, like
Yeah,
they feel bad for you a little bit.
absolutely. Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, I'll take advantage of that."
Please, please drain them dry.
No, it was a one-time thing. I'm not gonna
Uh, I was hoping they would, like, take you back to their, like, five-star
the
hotel.
the thing is I just, like, I don't know, I don't wanna constantly be on my toes, like,
Right, oh, right.
constantly being like, "Oh," you know what I mean? So it's easier for me when I can just be reckless.
Right, right. I
Because
totally
the
agree.
I've been meeting a lot of, like, middle-aged, elderly, like, finance bros who seem to be, like, pretty rich to, like, and powerful. Like, there was, like, another guy, not from where we shall not name, Canadian, but, like, he was, like, in China for, over a decade doing, like, some high-level diplomacy finance shit, and I was like and he knew some, like, prominent Canadian politicians, and now he's like, "Oh, I'm going to Florida, and I'm gonna do, like, finance stuff," and I was like, "Oh, are you gonna go to, like, Mar-a-Lago for meetings?" And he's like, "I don't know, maybe."
Wow.
He definitely seeming like, "Oh, I don't wanna, like,
Gl
say too much,"
Yeah.
but it's just like, it's just like, clearly autistic guys who have spent a long, long time in their rooms, like, doing whatever.
Yeah.
So it's
With
like, "Oh,
whatever
wow."
it is they do.
Whatever the fuck it is they do, they don't seem intelligent at all. But then this guy was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, in America, if you want a job, you, like, go into the room," like, where he is, he's like, kinda Wolf of Wall Street senior finance level. It's like, you pound your fist on the table, you swear at the guy, you're like, give me triple what you said that you were gonna give me." Like, you like, "This is insulting." And then the guy freaks out back at you, you, like, have a whole blowout, you leave, and then they call you, like, an hour later, and they're like, "Okay."
You got it.
You got literally, they, like, they like
Have you have you ever thought what it would be like to be a white straight man for a day?
I did because they all just so like, "Oh, there's no problems for me."
Yeah,
Their, like,
like
center point isn't like, no one cares about, they can get away with whatever in terms of,
right, right.
sexuality and politics. But also
I
here
walk
though,
into a room and I just bang the
but they
go
here
ahead,
a lot of
go ahead.
people will get, drugged, and it happens to a lot of men. They'll get, like, essentially, like, someone will, like, spike their drink and then rob them, but then people aren't dosing the spikes, like, that amazingly, so I think in, like, the past year, someone was told me, like, I think it was, like, 79 or 89 people died as a result of, like, dating apps.
Damn,
I mean, the thing
damn.
is, it's
Honestly
hard
though,
you gotta be smart, like,
I
it's
was just
kinda
gonna
like
say that feels like not to victim blame, but like the same way women and gay men have to always be on their toes in terms of like not drinking strangers' drinks or like watching your drink all the time. Yeah, straight men never had to do that before. So I'm guessing that's why
So
they're easy targets.
at the club last night, I was taking bumps of stuff from other people, and I was like, "Oops."
Oh my god, Khalil, be
It was fine.
careful.
Everyone else was too. Like I was in a group of people, you know. So I was like, okay, well, if everyone, because sometimes what'll happen too is like if someone offers you a bump at the bar, and then they might try to like say like, oh, you bought this bump, you have to pay for it. Like it'll be like from the dealers that maybe like run that club or something. So it's just like you never know why people are giving you drugs and like do they want the like is it legit drugs because they just want money or is it just like legit drugs and they're just friendly or do they is it legit drugs and they're trying to butter you up for later? You know what I mean? It's kind of you get a little bit paranoid.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And FYI to our listeners, I told Khalil to share his location and he refused, citing his battery dying. So
And it's
if
like
he
also,
dies,
but
it's not my
if
fault.
if someone's gonna kidnap me, they're obviously gonna take my phone and like turn it off or something. I mean, like any like I would do that. I'm smart enough to know people have their location on for iPhones. Like, and also, what are you gonna do? Okay, my last known sighting was like somewhere in Medellín, but then I disappeared like into Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, it would never last long enough. I feel like to actually help me in any real way.
I would want every chance I have.
But the thing is, it's like I
Don't
feel like every chance I have, but definitely, what are you gonna do in Canada in the U.S.? What is anyone
what
gonna
do you
do?
know? Like I'll figure it out.
But it's like
I don't know. You're right. You're right.
there's like no way to know if you're in distress from the location,
True. True, true, true.
right?
Speaking of parents and like finding your parents, I sent a voice message because ow, halloumi, what the fuck? She just like nipped at me.
Because she's probably
I think she's like,
overstimulated.
no, she wants attention. I keep moving her off my
Okay,
lap and then she keeps coming back.
but you have to understand cats literally get overstimmed when you keep touching them. So maybe she wants to
I
just sit
guess
and be
so.
warm. See, this is why she doesn't want to be your like she likes John more because John probably understands her
No,
body
but
better.
I keep trying
Just
to put her off of me and she keeps walking. Okay, خلاص. Thing is, if I
let
stay
her
like this,
sit.
her stupid tail keeps hitting the mic. That's why I'm like,
She
that's why
probably
I'm like
knows you're calling her
awkwardly
tail
mentioning.
stupid. She knows you. She knows. Aw.
Just say. Anyway, I was saying about parents. I think I mentioned before in the podcast how my dad and my boyfriend have the same contact name.
Yeah, you mentioned.
So my dad is Baba, but then just Baba, and then John is Baba with a cow emoji next to it. So today is the day that I accidentally sent a voice message to my dad when I meant to send it to John.
I knew this was gonna happen.
And my heart was in my throat because
Of course,
thank
you
God,
deserve it. You deserve that.
I
By the way,
do.
I'm victim
I
blaming you.
do. I do. No, I deserve it because I was like, thank the Lord
It wasn't
that I
something
didn't
worse.
it wasn't incriminating, but I was like, "Hey, good morning, John. Hope you had sweet dreams." And then I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then I was like, oh, like telling him about my day. Like I was like, I went to the gym and then I was supposed to record the video with Khalil, but now he's a little bit late, so I'm gonna clean the apartment and then I'm gonna go to the DJ booth. I said that. So first of all, now my dad is like, episode? What episode? What are you filming? Second of
Oh
all, DJ
god.
booth. But no, the best part, he just responded with, I think you sent this to the wrong person. I was like, oh, sorry, Baba. That's it.
Change the names. Did you change the names?
Of course I did. He's now biological father in my contacts. But the funny thing is the power of denial. Like I literally spoke in that voice note like how I speak to you now. Like I was like, yeah, like I'm going to the fucking DJ booth, cunty. You know what I mean? Like I was like fully myself.
You're amping it up.
Yeah, I was fully myself. And my dad never hears that. So I'm like, it probably shook him to his core. But
Oh
he said
my
nothing.
god.
He said nothing.
We need to make a okay. You keep talking. I just need
Yeah.
to I left a big bag of weed somewhere.
Oh shit. Yeah, you better find that shit before those whores steal it.
No, but I think it's already gone low key. But anyway, keep going.
La, 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 inshallah, la.
It's fine.
Okay,
It
I
wasn't
have,
even mine.
Okay, okay, okay. But hopefully you'll find it. Um,
So they click all
Also,
the time.
you mentioned Grindr at some point. Is it still there? Thank God.
No, it
Thank
wasn't even
God.
mine. This was the Norwegian guy left, or no, the guy from the what country did I say? Copenhagen, Denmark.
Okay.
He was like, oh, I can't take this with me, so share it. He's like, I will. Do it right
Share
by you.
me, myself, and I.
Honestly, this is more than I could smoke in a day. So
But you're there for more than a day.
yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'm flying tomorrow to Bogota.
Oh, nice, 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 nice.
So what am I gonna do with
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
anyway?
I was gonna say also, you mentioned Grindr at some point. It made me think, Miss Grindr, if you're watching this, kus ummek.
Who's
Inti
Miss Grindr?
sharmuta.
It's a company that's publicly traded, also owned by a country we shall not name.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. But fuck her, because that bitch, with after her updates, has become useless.
Oh, you just updated it where you can't do the age stuff and it's like the taps expire and like
Not just that, like my
there's
grid
another
now.
update?
I don't know. I'm sure something
Oh,
changed because I feel
with a for you like line of like recommended profiles from out there.
yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
still distance below and above that.
No, but you know what's so frustrating? I swear I used to be able to see more profiles before it says you need extra,
Yes.
like the Grinder
They
extra or
definitely
whatever.
made free even more unusable because you can't even like they took away the age thing where they knew people were like making people closer on their grid. Like if you saw someone too far, you could just
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do
Right.
26 to 28,"
Right.
and then you just like see the person. So they've limited that because they knew that, and they've limited
But
the general free screen even more. Yeah.
but like for fuck's sake, if I open Grinder now, the only people that show up are in this building, like literally 0 feet away in this room. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like it used to be that I could at least see the street. Now it's the same old fucking faggots I don't want to deal with.
Sniffies.
See, I don't know. I guess I could try it to be
You
honest, because
are,
I
oh my
downloaded.
God, don't act like you're above sniffies.
I'm not above it. It's just I don't know how it's used. I
It's
guess it
literally like Grindr, but it's the same thing, but that's why Sniffies was made. I feel like everyone's starting to hate on Grindr.
because also Grinder, the ads. God damn, 90% of my time is spent closing ads. Like I'm like trying to talk to
Yeah.
someone and then ads, ads, ads. But also I downloaded Scruff because I was like, let me see if
That's
this
good.
is any better. Scruff is worse.
Yeah.
Because Scruff, you make an album, you spend time curating that shit, and then you send it to someone and realize you can't view the photos unless you have Pro. What? Like, what's the point? I don't know. I feel like they're monopolizing this shit. Someone needs to come out with a fair,
How about we
easy
just go back in public and meet each other? I like that.
cruising.
No,
Or do you mean
I said go out and meet each other. See, this is why I call you a
I
slut.
don't I don't want to meet people. If I'm going to hook up with someone, I don't want to talk to them.
Okay, the primary person other people are doing this is to have a situation like you have. So you can just wait till you go to the clubs, go to a dark room if that's what you want. But like
It's
don't
too
take
much
up
for me.
dating bandwidth from other people for the singles.
Grinder
No,
is
you just
not for dating.
when you're just gonna lure, innocent, young, out of men who think they have a chance with you.
I love that you
Send
think I like younger men.
No, I'm saying
Daddy or above.
your daddy or above. No, I'm just saying when you're on Grindr though, you might like meet somebody who would have otherwise met maybe with me. What do you need it for? What do you need it
It's
for? Maybe that person actually wanted to date, and
it's
sometimes they
fair.
do,
Well,
right?
that's very rare because if you start out with whole, like people sending me unsolicited pics, I'm sure they're not looking to date.
You've had a guy hook up with you and fall in love. Can you not hold the mic so close?
Oh, sorry. It's just halloumi. I just don't want her to bat at it.
I haven't heard any like feedback.
Okay, خلاص. خلاص, okay. Yeah. What were you saying?
You were saying about on Grindr, how it's become so frustrating.
It's so unusable.
But I think it's like we don't need another Grinder. We need a whole different. This is not working. I don't want a better Grinder. I want no Grinder. I don't want people. I think hookup apps are stupid and not good for society.
I mean, they're not good, but they're fun. I honestly enjoy like the hookup aspect. It's the time waste. It is a time waste, I will say.
Yeah. So
But
wouldn't
again,
you rather go be meeting people in person?
as somebody who doesn't want to leave my house, that's the one thing. Like I like the convenience.
Convenience is like crack, though. Just because you like it doesn't mean you
It
should get
is.
it.
That's true. Halumi khalas, your privileges are over. She's not happy. Her tail is just so like,
That's when they're overstimulated.
but I'm not touching her.
Okay, well, like you need to learn more about cats before you're just like judging her. Hanumi, I love you. I'm on your side. I know it must be tough, but stay strong. John will be back.
John is coming back tomorrow.
She's like looking out the window, like so,
Oh yeah,
like
it's just so
hello,
depressed.
darkness, my old friend.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna stop moving the cat.
The men here are so hot. Like again, Grinder here, the men are so hot and they're so direct. But like, I'm not going to a Colombian man's house in the middle of the night when I don't speak Spanish and I've never been here before. Like,
Mm.
yeah, Canada, that's one thing. But like here, it's like, okay, I can pull a hot Colombian man, but then sometimes it's like, are you too hot to be true? Or are you like hot and actually eats
Uh,
meat? And then it's like,
mm.
well, I don't want to get like, because it's like the thing is like, yeah, I don't want to get like, you know, not even that. It's just like I don't want to get like taken advantage of in any way. Like I don't think it's automatically like, oh, you're gonna die, but like, because they're most people are not murderers, right? That's like it's a big crime to like run away from. They just want some petty cash.
Right, right. I'm curious, are Colombian men cuts or uncuts?
Uncut. You
Nice.
knew that already.
I had a suspicion. But I wasn't 100% certain if it was like ubiquitous throughout the region. Like it is in Italy, for example, everyone was uncut.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like it's almost like Mexico where like it's that level of I mean, if you go to certain and Mexico's a huge country. If you go to the popular spots, you're gonna be in a very like touristic spot and it'll feel that way in like all sense. Cause then it's like half the guys messaging you too, not half, maybe like 30% will be like, oh yeah, like I'm a call boy.
Oh, nice. Interesting. So
No,
that
but I
means
mean
they
not nice
tried.
for me. Yeah, exactly. So it's like you're talking to somebody and then all of a sudden they drop I'm a call boy and you're like, oh wait, never mind.
Right.
I
Right.
don't need to pay for that service. I get
Absolutely
it for
not.
free.
Speaking absolutely. Which actually I paid for a massage this week where there was a happy ending. I was like, wow, this is so nice. Like it's nice. You get a full massage and
It's gonna happen?
yes, yes, yes. So he's a massage therapist on like an actual massage therapist. And then he
He has a
messaged
side
me.
thing on Grinder.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Did
And
you
then
pay
I
him
was
or
like,
no?
oh yeah, I paid him. I paid. Am I
Oh.
allowed to say that? Does that mean will I go to jail for saying that? Because isn't prostitution like illegal? Not that the you get what I'm saying. Like, does that count? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Also, you can't I don't know. The States is weird. In Canada, you can't retroactively like be arrested for a crime unless there's like there is like a witness or like it's happening at the moment. I don't know anything about the US. That is your own issue. That's your own demons
This is a
match.
hypothetical story. I did not actually have a happy ending massage. What do you think I am?
Almost did one in Puerto Vallarta, but then I didn't. Cause honestly though,
Okay,
like
yeah.
I don't get I guess I could see how it would be nice, but then I would just I mean, maybe I don't get massages that often. And I never when I do get massages, it's always through my insurance, so I don't pay that much.
Oh, nice.
Do you not have insurance for massage over there?
No, I would
Oh.
fucking love that.
I get like $650 a year to do massages.
Honestly, Canada, like,
But they cover only 85%. So every time I
still
look pay,
amazing.
I know it's like not that bad at all. And they direct bill, it's great. Like I just walk in.
Wow.
I usually only go to a massage therapy place that does online appointments and direct billing. walk in, walk out. They'd like charge like $20 to your card after an hour.
Oh, that's lit. Wow, that's really nice.
I feel like my brain is just so I was doing this drug called Tusi. Have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm. Tell me more.
It's like a pink powder, and supposedly I kind of see this. It's like a little bit. It's like ketamine, cocaine, and Molly all together. And it is people. It is that vibe. It is giving that.
Wow. I'd
So if
love
you
to
hear about
try that.
Tusi, it's starting to make its way, I think, into North America because I heard about this in Canada before I came here. You'll
Does it
in the
actually
next
have
huh? I
does
no,
it
it's a
actually have
oh, it's a completely different drug. It's a completely
Okay.
different drug. It's not like
Okay.
all the actual drugs mixed. It's like
Okay.
it's something new. I'm giving secondary knowledge from what other people were saying. It's something completely new, but supposedly like that's the effects. And I had like it like definitely made me feel like ketamine, cocaine. Yeah, it was that for sure.
Wow.
I was pretty like wobbly.
Wow. Oh my God. That sounds fun.
So I was just like fried.
What was the music that was playing at the club?
So there's actually a lot of options. We like a lot of people here like techno, so we went to a techno. It's kind of like, are you
Oh
like
yeah.
techno? Or are you gonna go to reggaeton?
Right. Both good options.
Yeah, I've
Which
only been
speaking
to
of
a tech.
techno,
Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry. Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
I said I've only been to like techno situations here with straight people because I've been going out with the hostel. And it's just kind of been like, yeah, but honestly, the music's fine for me, but like ultimately, it's just like if I'm in a room, okay, I was at this is why I was like the other party, I honestly would have fucking stayed until like 6, 7 in the morning. Cause it was like 3:30 in the morning. I was like, okay, well, I have to film this thing in the morning. But I was still kind of like, oh, I could keep going. But then I was
Right.
in the room and it was packed. And then one of the girls has this. I have such funny pictures. Holy shit. I can't wait till my digital camera pics drop. This baddie I met, she's like doing work in the crowd. She's getting us bumps, she's getting us drinks, she's getting us everything. And I was just like, damn, bitch. Like she was scaring me, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna let her do her thing. And then she was like asking every single guy she's flirting with. She's like, yeah, do you have any like gay friends for my friend here? Like, come
Cute.
on. But then literally no one was in the room was fucking gay.
That's wild.
Or like
I've
no one would admit it because I feel like there's definitely some of that. There's still some homophobia here, like internalized homophobia, some
got it.
machismo.
But I'm sure there's a gay scene though, right?
Yeah, I just don't want to go to the bars by myself. And I
Absolutely.
have,
Absolutely.
and Bogota's party scene's better, so that's when I'm gonna be more like, no, I'm going to gay places. Here, I was kind of like, whatever.
It's a good idea to travel with a group and like these people. Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm sure it was still
No, I'm not
fantastic.
traveling with them. I just met them here. We're not. I'm not. I didn't change any of my plans to see any of them.
Right. Right. No, I meant by traveling with them, I meant like you guys were able to go to the club together because you're in the same hostel or whatever.
Yeah,
Like that's
and it's actually
nice.
it is nice. And then if you like, there is a Colombian Canadian girl I met, and we actually clicked also really well. And she's actually from Bogota, and she's literally going to Bogota on the same day that I'm going. And she's like, "Yeah, if you want to come have like breakfast or lunch at my grandma's house, like
Cute.
let's
That's
do it." And and it's nice because then it's like she's Canadian, but then she's also a fluent Spanish speaker.
that's sweet.
So then
That's sweet.
I can go out and be like, "What are they saying? Help me! Can you say this?"
Uno weed, please.
Oh, I hate. I feel like such a jackass when I'm trying to do that kind of shit.
I know.
And
I know.
and the only thing I could really do is gracias.
Yeah. Por favor, where's the biblioteca?
Bitch, have you ever been to Mexico and had to speak Spanish to somebody? You're asking people where the library is?
I know I'm because that's like one of the only words I know.
Is there a cruising spot at the library? Is that why you know that?
Uh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh, I would love to go to Mexico again, but this time actually go to Mexico and not gay Mexico. I didn't like PV. Anyway, that's another. Story.
PV is different. PV. So imagine like PV in the in the way that PV is so touristy and kitschy, and it feels like you're in like Jesus Christ.
It's okay. I barely hear it.
Disneyland, Mexico for like white people, right? It's like here. It's like you're in like a really touristy, like it's like they create a bubble of like glass for you to like kind of like observe maybe however much you want to observe. But then it's like you're not really you could do this anywhere. It's just like you're amongst Colombian Spanish speaker, amongst Mexican Spanish speakers, especially like in PV, right? Like there's nothing Mexican about being at the beach and getting fucked up, but then you just can't communicate with the dealer because they speak a different language.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
But I didn't really
Girl.
come here for an authentic experience per se. I came to like relax and just kind of like see the vibes because I'm only here for like 2 weeks and some change.
Are you gonna go to the beach while you're
There's
there?
no beach. There's a beach not here coming inland. I'm not going to the beach till I go at the end to. What is that though? Seriously,
Yeah, the alarm.
for what? Is it really? Can you hear it a lot?
I can hear it faintly in the background. I'm sure it's much
Okay,
louder over there.
it's just like yeah, it's really getting my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fucked up brain right now. I like want to break whatever is like making the noise.
Get it. Get it. Yeah, do you want to check? ولا لا عادي.
No, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I don't know where it's even coming from. It's like not too loud, but it's like some. It could be even.
Dreary.
It's all
Or
like
it could be a fire. Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a fire.
maybe, but it's not the alarm from here. It's like an alarm like a block away, maybe.
Oh.
Just want those fuckers to turn it off, bro, or hurry up
Yeah.
and finish the job. And anyway, I'm not going to the beach because the Bogota and Medellin are not coastal cities. But I will go to the beach in Cartagena. But Cartagena is gonna be like PV, but like times 30,000 is what I've been told. So I'm kind of scary to be on the beach and be like harassed all the time.
In that case, yeah, be careful. But also, that's still nice fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soak up the sun. I feel like you're gonna come back to Canada and it's gonna be April freezing weather.
Well, it'll be end of April, it'll be May, so I'm like coming for the beginning of summer.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, that alarm. That is so weird.
There's just a guy walking across the street, and I feel like I'm blaming him for it.
You're like, you motherfucker. I hope you burn in hell. Technical difficulties to our olive people. Thank you for waiting while this issue that cannot control is being resolved.
No, I'm just like it sounds like someone's like blasting sound waves, like like if
Yeah,
it
it sounds like
ra
a weapon.
like what a microwave sounds like, but yeah, it's like a weapon. It's like a ray gun.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Mind control.
is it just a bird?
No. A bird's not gonna be fucking doing that.
Okay,
Oh, oh.
and there's a little ding at the end.
Yeah, I heard that. Maybe it's a carbon monoxide thing. I don't know.
I hope they're all
Whatever. I
dead.
hope they died.
Yeah. Okay, what else is there to talk about? I'm in Colombia, guys. There's nothing prepared.
Send us Rex because by the time he gets those Rex, he'll
I
be
don't have
back.
I don't have shit. The food here is terrible. Not gonna lie. Sorry if you hate me for saying that, but like Colombians have a lot of great things going for them, but they do not know how to cook. Their food is not spiced. It's very simple. So like a lot of traditional meals. That ones that I've had, the more prominent traditional meals is like rice, beans, a potato, some plantain, and pork. And then they also do like they shred the pork so much to where it's like a sawdust consistency, and you kind of eat it like a maklube in a way, with the meat and whatever, and you dip it in the beans, but it's just not like seasoned. Like it's like, oh, okay, I'm just eating. I feel like I'm eating like just like it's just like something. I don't know. It's just so simple, but and not spiced.
What about their cheese bread though? I thought that's what they're
Uh,
famous for.
It's the thing is that it's so heavy and, like, the cheese here is also very processed, so it's like it's fried and then it's like it's usually, like, dry and a little stale. I don't know, like, they really don't know how to cook here. I've, like, been, like, looking up, like, highly reviewed restaurants and stuff. I've been trying more traditional Colombian food and then some American food. I'm gonna try I think my goal is to have some seafood because I know they do good grilled whole grilled fish in Nicaragua and El Salvador,
Mm.
and I kind of the food in El Salvador is better than here though, for sure, but not actually, maybe by much. But, well, I think seafood will save me. Sorry, what was your you had your hand up.
Oh, no, I was gonna ask about the cheese bread because I heard so much about it. Everyone's like, "The cheese bread is so fucking good." But that's so
What
shocking that
cheese bread? Like, in
I don't know.
Colombia or
Yeah, maybe I'm
lots of
not
cheese bread, and it hasn't been pulley, it's been, like I don't know, I had this cheese bread thing with some eggs, and then the fucking eggs were overcooked to shit. Like, you think you have some nice cheese bread in a nice little, like, small ceramic thing, they cook 3 eggs. I open up the lid to ceramic thing, they're fucking, like, hard boiled, like, stuck to the bottom, like, it's just it's edible, but it's like, Jesus Christ, you can't even cook eggs? Not to be a hater, but, like, I was at, like, a highly rated restaurant, like, it's just eggs.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Colombians. Try harder.
No, I mean, they don't owe me anything here, like, I'm just this is just my commentary. I don't feel like it has to change for me.
I agree. I would want my cuisine to taste good, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, not for you,
Yeah,
but for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, uh, my cousins are coming to visit from Dubai, the place number 2 that we hate. I feel like it's a step
Oh
down
my
from
god,
the
wait, can
place
we
that we
talk about the
hate.
Olive People's recent attack? Like, wait, that was no, we got
Yes.
every time the Olive People posts about queer Muslim stuff, it gets us a lot of visibility, but then also, like, it's honestly, I think to me it's funny when the Muslim hate comes out because their profiles are always so, like, what the like, why do you have a profile where you have no posts, your follow ratio is insane, your private account, and then it's like an anime character as your avatar or whatever. It's like, "You
And then they
freak."
boast and then they boast about Dubai or, like, living in places that are very genocidal and horrible, and it's like, "Wait, so I can't suck dick, but you can support
You can exploit
genocide?"
everyone else around you and be a big piece of shit on the internet, and, like, clearly you're not doing that much Islamic things if you're spending your fucking time on a Instagram page with a anime girl as the profile picture. Do you know what
And
I
then
mean?
you're
Like,
watching
I
us?
will they're like, "Oh, most Muslims are at least they hide their sin." It's like, "No, they don't. You guys were you did like, the whole, like I mean, it never defies logic when you're like or it never is logical when you're, like, dealing with traumatized people who are ignorant, but it's just so funny to me how it's, like, so obvious, like, what like, they themselves probably watched that video and they commented because they got triggered
Absolutely, and on the
because
behest
'cause they're
of
like,
a
"Oh."
friend, I watched this 3-hour video that I'm not gonna send to you because it's very long, but it's a Qatari guy, and he's, like, Sheikh Deen, and he's in a
Mhm.
podcast discussing the problem with Islam today. He's a Sheikh Deen, and he's saying that the emphasis is too much on frivolity and not enough on akhlaq, like, demureness. Like, people are not demure. That's his argument. And he's like, Islam is a religion where you're supposed to be respectful and
Mhm.
that be the basis of your Islam. And most people carry around this ostentatiousness or audacity.
Superiority.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Where they're
leads to
like
more harm.
and the thing is, because it only matters, like, who you are, like, you're not gonna see the same level of FouseyTube comments when he's doing whatever he's doing in the videos versus our videos, which is why it's a great example of, like, the Andrew Tates of the world, the FouseyTubes, the any honestly prominent man you can find who
Fucking
pretends to
Elon
be
Musk.
godly. Elon Musk doesn't pretend to be godly, though. He's
Oh,
anti-God
he
for
does.
sure.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you're right. Not in that sense, but he has a God complex. Like, he
No, but I
thinks
just
he
mean
is God.
literally. But there's a difference when people think they're God or something versus like Donald Trump being like Jesus Christ is on my side.
Uh, I-
And people actually like will paint pictures of Donald Trump with like Jesus in the background. Right? Or it's just like any of the kings in Saudi or any of the rulers in the Middle East, they'll be like pious. I don't know. Honestly, the Ummah, they're not, it's not finished because I'm sucking dick. It's finished because you guys are fucking like letting whatever the fuck
sucking.
happen ever.
Yeah.
Literally.
So my cousins are coming, and I'm very excited. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them, but a part of me is kind of stressed because I'm like, you know how I am with my routine. I'm like just trying to prepare myself mentally that these
Are they a lot of
are gonna
effort? Do they need like all the babysitting or can they just like you could be like fuck off, do what you want?
No, I think they need babysitting. They're gonna watch this. I love you guys, but they're Arab girlies. Like they don't know anything about New York. They're not very fluent in like exploring by themselves, I don't think. But
And New York's a little scary compared to Dubai, right?
yeah,
They're gonna be terrified. Have they been before? New York's disgusting.
New
Why are they
York is
coming?
disgusting to me.
Have they been before?
One of them actually, they both have. Yes, yes, yes. They've been. So they've seen how horrible it is, nasty. But I don't know. And then the best part is yesterday they texted me. They're like, "Should I bring a jacket?" And I was like, "Girl, it is freezing here by your standards."
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. I would never text somebody that. If your cousins are watching this, I don't know you. I'm not gonna say I like you or I don't like you, but uh, just check the weather app. The fuck?
Yeah. No, but they're asking me because obviously, like, I'm gonna know, like, have the answers. But
Trust
yeah,
you with
that
that.
was that was searchable. Yeah, especially considering the fact that I have the AC on 24/7, regardless of what the weather is.
I was gonna say like everyone's temperature is different, right? Like I
Yeah.
like here people have been looking at me. I'm like in pants, a shirt, and a tank top, and they're like, "How are you not boiling?" And I'm like the perfect temperature. Here it's been very.
Uh,
All the white people are always like, "Oh, it's so hot." I'm like, "This is perfect."
mm. Yeah, you're meant to be in the desert, Habibs. Let's move to the Middle East.
I think about it sometimes. I wonder how. I mean, the thing is, it would be good for my Arabi. That's the like primary reason I always think about it.
Yeah. Where would you move other than Palestine?
Lebanon, but like also not Lebanon now. Actually, no, I think still Lebanon.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
They're
It just
occupied.
might be hard. It might be hard to make money. That's the thing.
Like, I mean, there's the South is still occupied. Like, I don't want anywhere near where
Yeah.
they who shall not be named will randomly decide to bomb a town and then they don't care. They'll do anything anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Iran maybe? They don't
No,
even
I
speak
would
Arabic
love to
though.
go there. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very like axis oriented. Like I want to see China, I want to see Russia, I want to see Iran, I want to see I mean I want to see Palestine, I want to see Lebanon. I don't care about I mean I've been to Amman lots and I haven't what other cities are there in Jordan? Like I've been to Aqaba, is that even a town? And then Petra, but that's nothing. Like what other cities are there in Jordan? No one else talks about anything
So
besides Amman.
Jordan is divided into provinces, kind of like Canada. So there's Amman proper, which is like the
Yeah, the
uh,
capital. And then the
right.
metro area with all the suburbs.
Right, but then there's
Capitals of other provinces, but do you know any of them?
yes.
What are the
I
names?
I've
Name
been to
one.
them, but I can't remember. Wait, give me a second. It's just that I'm on the spot, so I like can't even think of the place. But like we, for example, live in Madaba, or our house is in Madaba, which is a separate like area. I'm not
Is it
sure if it's
outside
a
of
province.
Amman?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That you're
It's
in
outside.
Amman. It's like to being like,
No, 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 no. So
oh.
it's not. It's not. No, no. It's not. It's outside of Amman, as in like it's not Amman.
But if you
Uh,
drive, if you see Amman in the distance, and everywhere
you
you
don't.
go every day is it's no, you don't.
No, 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 no. It takes like 40 minutes to get to Amman, but it's like closer to
And
the
it's you would
airport.
see it in the distance. It's a huge. There's Amman's a huge metropolitan city with a bunch of skyscrapers in the air. It's like driving
No,
into
but it
you. What
takes
It's
No, no, no.
okay.
It's considered its own province, I'm sure.
I
Just
I
because
get it. It's considered.
it is, I mean, Amman's a small country compared to the States. You can't compare like those
Amman is
two.
not the country.
I mean, Georgia.
I'm saying, okay, yeah, but there must be at least one other big city that's like, let's say, like more than 5 hour. Like you can't drive across Jordan in 2 hours.
So, wait, let me think.
But no, I'm just saying, I'm just proving up. I think the point I'm proving is no one knows a name of another town or city in Jordan besides Amman, or
I
unless it's like
should
a
know.
suburb.
That's my
If it's
point.
a, s-
I
or
should know.
unless it's a suburb of Amman, because like I feel like people in like I don't know any suburbs of New York, but it's like, oh, someone from Toronto lives in Etobicoke, which is not Toronto, but it's like Toronto. I
Right.
some people are more like hard line about it. Like New Yorkers will be like that, I guess. Like if you live on like Staten Island, you're like, are you still in New York? But it's like, shut the fuck
Right.
up. It's the same thing.
Right. I am so disappointed in myself. I swear I
Why?
know more places, but خلاص. I can't think of the names. I've been to them. Like I've been to places that are not Amman, but I can't remember their names.
Are they nice?
I no.
So then, yeah.
Not
Anyway, I don't want to go to Jordan. I think I
um
really just I want to just I'm honestly a Levant girly. Fuck the Gulf. Fuck Jordan. Fuck, I don't know, Emiratis. I don't know. What are Iraqis and like are they
no,
still Levant?
we
I'm
like
not going to
Iraq.
Iraq though. I'm not going there.
I'd love to visit just because of there's like a Assyrian community there that I feel like they're lit. I wanna I feel like you would like Bahrain. The people are nice and the people stand with Palestine. At least like the Shia majority.
I would want to go to Kurdistan. I think Kurdish men are so
Oh.
sexy.
I agree. Kurdistan, Turkmenistan, all those. I really want to see those places. Azerbaijan, like Georgia, the country.
I'm gonna stop at Kurdistan. I don't do like I'm very like specific. It's like, oh, I like Colombia, but I don't want to go to like Ecuador. I don't want to go to Panama.
Mm,
I'm very like, I
Chile.
don't know. It doesn't really intrigue me that much. I'm honestly feel like I'm also like ready to slow down on travel, which is gonna be like a fucking illegal thing to say in the hostel. But I feel like it's kind of like, hey, being I'm not trying to say every country is the same, but as a tourist, when you're a tourist who doesn't speak the language, it's like the difference between, Mexico to Colombia to El Salvador to me is it's more nuanced. So I'm just like, what? Like,
Mm.
I don't really need to like decipher the difference that much.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
If
But
like
in the
if you
same
honestly,
way,
it's like
though,
if you've been to New York, you've been to Toronto.
no.
I've been to both, and that's what I said. I said it. I don't care.
Oh my God. I will say New York to me, as much as I like hate the country, I think New York is a very different place and very special in its own way than most places
You think it's special? What's
I
special
think
about New
it's
York?
amazing. The different boroughs house so many different things, and it's also a huge city. Like
Amman's a big
Toronto,
city. Toronto's
it's
a big
not the
city.
same. It's not the same. Amman is
Okay, how
not
is
the same.
Amman in terms of how big it is not the same as New York? Why?
I guess the people, the buildings, the
Concrete.
things that you can do.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like it's
Can you
like
drip? You
comparing
can.
Boston. It's like comparing Boston to New York. Boston is
It
a
is
town.
because it's the same beats. It's like, okay, you have a city, you have your McDonald's, you have your clubs, you have your and the people. Like how is it that different?
It's so different.
But
I
what is
I can't
different?
tell you why. I can't like point a finger at it, but the vibe is so different. The vibe of New
I
York
think it's
is
like
so
the
different from
vibe
any
between
place
like
else.
poor areas and rich areas, I'm more willing to like accept. But if I'm in like Manhattan, I feel like it's not that different from other wealthy neighborhoods I've been in North American cities, where it's like, okay,
Yeah,
there's
I
a bunch of
agree.
there's a bunch of goblins walking around. Okay, there's this gay bar that charges you $30 for a drink. Oh, there's this sex club. Oh, there's this party. Like, what is the real difference? Seriously, like, if there's
I
if
guess I'm
there's
not
a
talking about Manhattan. You're right. I'm talking about the New York itself, like New York City, including Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, is such a unique experience. There is
but
so
what
many different cultures and places and all condensed into one. Like literally I'd be walking
so that's
down
also
like
Toronto.
but the thing is to it's not the same.
Have you been to Toronto?
I have. Yeah, we used to go a lot. I don't
It's
know
like
how
New
long it
York
takes to
Light.
you.
It's like New York Light. I've been to both places. You're like, I don't know how to explain to you. Like, I've partied in both cities. I've been around. To me, it's just I'm much more pragmatic about the situation. Like, yes, I get there's different people with different vibes, but that's the case everywhere. That's the case where any room you go into, if you change out the people, the room becomes different. So it's not the room, it's the people.
I don't know, even like the food is different, the public transportation,
The food,
the
what's a New York specialty though? Like, what
no, there
makes you
is
gonna
no New York specialty. That's the thing. You can get everything here. Like
you can
the
get
food,
everything in
except,
Toronto though.
but Toronto probably doesn't do it as well.
That's oh my god. Whoa, I'm clipping this, and people are gonna get your ass for that one.
Toronto
We have the
sucks. I'm sorry.
Canadian. First of all, Canadians do their multiculturalism better than Americans in terms of our model for it because we have like a mosaic model versus everyone keeps their identity and it's like supposed to make a big picture of like whatever. And America's like we're the melting pot. Everyone's the same. Everyone's gonna become the same. So, like, I don't
Hmm.
know. I just feel like it'd be hard to make the case of, like, why Toronto and New York are really that much difference unless you're gonna be like, "The people," but it's like, okay, but that's
Okay,
the case
okay.
anywhere.
Tell us in the comments for once. Like, leave a fucking comment, assholes. Tell us who do you prefer, New York or Toronto, and tell us why.
Or
And you
are they that different?
are they that
I want people to subscribe to our opinions. Like, are you team me or are you team Ali? Do you wanna be on the side of principle and pragmatism or vibes and feelings?
different? uh, love us. Okay.
You're like, "I
Oh,
wanna kill you."
no, no. Maybe.
You guys should
Um,
see why maybe one day if we ever have a blowout, I'll just like send one of the early morning messages I get from you that just like sends me into like a panic.
like what?
Cause you just send me like a long voice note with a bunch of messages about like something that's like low key scary happening, and it's like always
Oh.
right when I wake up, and then I'm like,
Well,
what's going on?
I guess next
It's
time I'll be like, "Hey, are you open to receiving this information?" Before I
well, if it's not in a
but this morning I was like, "I hope you're having sweet dreams, baby angel."
did you say that? Oh yeah,
I
you were
just said,
really
"I
good.
hope you're having sweet dreams."
I sent you the
The
screenshot of my alarm too. That was smart, so you knew what was going on.
You did, but then you didn't wake up. I'm
I
glad,
said no. There was one.
'cause you said it for
I
8 AM, and then you
no,
woke
look at
up
the picture. There was one at 8 and one at
and wha
8:30.
and you still didn't wake up at 8:30.
Did I
You
not?
called me at 9. You called me at, like, 9:15. It's fine, though, it's fine. I'm glad you're sleeping. You should. Sleep is
I didn't even
important.
realize I slept through both alarms.
It's fine. Uh, what was I gonna say?
I
Oh,
think this is
media
the
moment.
plum. Oh,
Oh,
media
sorry.
moment. People
Oh,
like that shit. No, no, no. People
okay.
like it.
Media moment, I'm still listening to Hexed by Aya, which was my media moment last week, so go check it out.
I'm listening to okay. Nicki Minaj has been really inspiring to me lately. I feel like anytime I'm being like antagonized a lot, like the other day by some, you know, people we shall not name. But if you follow my Instagram, you'll probably know I've seen it. But like honestly, like I love like that's the thing. I feel like another Sagittarius will only ever understand me because it's like when we feel like I don't know, you can't not want to attack back if you're a Sagittarius. I like don't want to
Mm,
cower. I'm like I will kill you.
right.
I will say I
You
will say the
apply
crazy
their
shit to you.
children.
You can try to post it. You can do whatever you want. Like I will not rest. The thing is, and that's what I kind of sometimes appreciate about like feeling like I don't have as much to lose in terms of the situation. It's like, because I'm never talking recklessly.
Mm.
I'm never like saying crazy, crazy shit, but
See, the difference
I will
between
keep
you and
arguing.
the difference between us is that Khalil is the type of bitch who will fight you. I'm the type of person that will. Khalil is the type of person that will fight you. I'm the type of person that will block you and never talk to you again. Like turn around and leave. Like if you send me a hate comment, you are blocked, deleted, disappeared. Just because I know I don't want to spend the energy to fight you or argue with you. Whereas I feel like with you, it's I don't want to say rejuvenating, but you have the stamina to like
I
I
pick and choose, but there's some comments I pick and choose, right? Like I do block and delete a lot of them where it's just like whatever bullshit. But when someone's saying something like especially just so like
twisted.
so twisted where it's like, did you lose? Are you like okay? Where it's like I genuinely have a question for you about like what prompted you to like
Yeah.
think that you were eating with this one. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
did you really? It's kind of like when you see someone go in an outfit and you really just want to ask them, is like, did you look in the mirror today? Or even how I am with tourists, where it's like they're taking the shittiest, ugliest pictures with the dumbest backgrounds, and it's like, do you really want this photo?
Grow up. Yeah.
Like
There's like
literally,
a giant.
you're never gonna look
Yeah.
at this of this you in this random fucking park in Colombia
Yeah.
with the fucking a million people in the background. It's taken and backlit, and you both look like shit. Sorry.
FYI, this is word for word something I'm sure Khalil has said to random strangers.
All the time. But on this trip, I'm really excited. I haven't been posting much or anything because I have my digital camera and I've just been like taking pictures on it. And I can't even get the photos off of it because it's a micro USB card. So it's like I kind of like not being able to look or whatever and like just take random pictures.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is Halumi's whisker. I found it on my lap.
Oh my God. That poor cat in you.
Girl, oh my god, look at her. Why is she doing that?
What is she on her side?
She is, but can you see her face?
No, go. You have to
She's
go
just
closer. Is her eyes open or closed? Aw, yeah, she's comfortable. That's what that means.
she's
You know,
being cute.
Ali, you need to learn about cat
She's
body
being
language.
cute.
Okay, I'm just saying you are not allowed to complain about Halumi not liking you unless you study some cat body language.
I know what she's doing. Halumi, hi. She looks so funny. I can't explain it. She just looks like she's dissociating, but also like vibing. Do you s-
Yeah. Some cats when they do that though, and they show you, and then you try to touch, you try to like, you think they want a belly rub, and then they attack you.
No, Halumi lets me do anything. She doesn't fight back.
But she just bit you earlier. If you touched
It
her,
was
if you
more
grabbed her belly right now, she would bite your hands.
okay, Ella. But
Oh, she's actually chill.
she doesn't know how to defend herself.
Is she just gonna get up and run? No, she doesn't.
No, she just takes it.
And now
I'm like
she's kind of
poking
looking.
her.
She looks a little bit upset at it. She's like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
She is unhappy. I'm like poking her fupa. Okay.
Okay, see, stop. And now she anyway.
Okay. Anyway.
You guys need couples therapy.
Oh, look at her now. No, she loved it. She wants more.
Okay, yeah,
She
she went
even
back
reached
for
the
it.
plot. Okay.
She's like, "Wait,
Okay,
no, I
let's
like."
do it.
It's kind of like you know when you like fight with someone, you're like, "Wait, no, I kind of liked it."
Yeah, she's like, wait, where'd you go? She like beats the shit out of you and she's like, why'd you stop? Okay.
Is this the Colombia episode?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, sir.
Oh wait, what's my media moment? Yeah, just Nicki Minaj. Listen, stream Nicki
Nicki
Minaj. Nicki Minaj.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Here.
We'll text.
Cute. His little friends.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Love you guys. Take care. Text,
Bye, little
comment, share,
olive.
subscribe.
Rate the
Love you.
podcast.
Bye.
Send it to a friend. No, wait. This is things that to do. Comment, like, subscribe, rate the podcast, send it to someone else. Follow us on Instagram. like the reels, comment on the reels, fucking participate, goddammit.
Yeah. Be engaged. Tell us how you feel. Tell us you hate us, you love us.
No, don't tell me because I'll tell you. You don't want that smoke. No,
Yeah,
you don't.
you don't want that
blocked.
peace.
You'll get blocked, and you'll be a story on the podcast, and I will embarrass you.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I won't. But like in my mind, you'll be embarrassed. Like that fucking idiot.
Anyway. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.